TimeRust.com proudly presents the Time Rust Brain Trust. Hey everybody, and thank you for joining us here on the Time Rust Brain Trust podcast. Once again, it is the three of us. To my left is Eli.
Hey guys, I'm to his left.
A little loud too, Eli. Do you have to yell?
I'm peeking the levels.
Yeah, you actually are.
Yeah, you really are. Why so angry?
Check. See, I can't even pick. I'm not even peeking that hard.
And to his, well actually, straight across from him Marqees.
What it is, folks.
And then to his left is me, DDP.
Yeah. And so you know that other guy is a part-timer. You know, he shows up when he feels like it. Or I'm sorry, when he's allowed to come out and play.
Anyway.
Don't feel bad. Chantel chumped out on this too.
Yeah, I know.
She was on the way and she was like, yeah, I'm going to stay home. Like, all right.
As opposed to sitting here and talking to us about fun things for about an hour. Okay, so enough of the hate, Marqees. Let's get started with, what are you doing, Eli?
Well, I have been...
Peeking out the levels.
Peeking out the levels. That's what I'm doing. I've been playing some 3DS games. Variety of those. I will be picking up Mario Golf tomorrow. Pretty excited. I have this week been playing some more Skylanders because I've gotten some more of those figures that came out recently, and I was playing Skylanders Swap Force. Shout out to Skylanders Trap Team coming out this fall. I was doing that. I was playing some Xbox One. Messing around with some Titanfall, messing around with some Trials Fusion, messing around with some Marvel Lego. Finished the campaign on that.
Nice.
It was very cool, very fun. Now I have free roam over the city and can go find cool things.
What's the coolest thing you found so far?
I really like that I can hang out at Stark Tower. I can, fly up there and land and go inside and, I went in there after the credits and had, a party with Tony Stark.
Yeah.
He threw a big party. And, it was good. Nick Fury was the DJ. It was good. I got some quests from Drax and was, going around doing stuff for him. Pretty silly little stuff, just real easy little tasks to unlock more stuff.
Yeah.
What else? I picked up some more cool deals at Toys R Us because they're having clearance on a bunch of stuff. I was able to get Nintendo Land for $12 for the Wii U.
Sweet.
And I got Zone of the Enders HD collection for PS3 for $12. And I also got PlayStation All-Stars, that Smash Brothers-esque PlayStation fighting game. I got it for $7.
Wow. And
it comes with cross-buy, so when I have a Vita, I have the Vita version also, which is awesome for $7. That's a good price for that game because it's kind of mediocre.
Yeah.
I didn't mess with any of those games yet because I've been playing some other stuff and playing some more Dark Souls 2. I'm still stuck on that boss that I was stuck on the other week because I don't know. I don't know why I keep failing at it. There's just something about the fight that's not clicking for me, and I'm just beating my head against the wall. I might end up having to wait and fight him in the second playthrough when I've leveled up my spell abilities a little more. Oh man, what else? Man, everything has disappeared from my brain.
That's okay. It's Thursday. It happens.
Yeah, I was playing, before I came over here today, I was playing some more Pokemon Y on my 3DS. Played a lot of Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds this week. I beat like 4 or 5 bosses in that, and I'm getting ready to head into the castle in Lorule, so that I can presumably start the end game kind of area. Running around finding collectibles in there to upgrade my weapons, and doing some of the end game kind of stuff in that game.
Right.
It is absolutely fantastic Zelda game. Like, spot on. Nintendo nailed that one.
This is the flat one, right?
It's where you can go flat
yeah.
onto the wall, yeah, and move around areas. That's a really awesome mechanic. It really makes it interesting to navigate around the world, because there's a lot of secret areas you can get to if you use that in a tricky way.
Secret areas.
This is how you know we're back on the podcast for real.
Yep. Just move along. Nothing to see here. The music in that game is fantastic. It's good to have like the more traditional 2D kind of Zelda, but then they also introduce that 3D element where you can flatten yourself against the wall and use that to get around. I have like a bajillion rupees though, and I have nothing to spend them on.
Buy me.
You can the Street Pass feature in that game is when you pass by somebody with a 3DS that has that game, their link is uploaded to your game and you can fight them in like a shadow battle.
Okay.
So when you beat them, you get a bunch of rupees, and the higher level their gear is, the more rupees you get. So like right now, my link that goes out is if you kill him, you get 900 rupees or something. That's pretty high. That's pretty close to end game. I fought some dude that was 950 rupees, and I could do no damage to him. So he apparently had something else that I didn't, like a shirt or something that was making all my damage do nothing against him. And I lost because he just annihilated me. That's an awesome feature. I can fight your Link, and my Link goes out and does battle. There's little achievements to unlock in these battles, if you fight a certain way or win with a certain weapon, or win so many times in a row. It's a really cool little extra thing that's a really good use of the Street Pass feature of the 3DS. And surprisingly enough, a lot of people in this area actually have that game, because every time I get a Street Pass, I pretty much get one for that game as well.
It's kind of the must-have game, other than one of the Pokemon right now for the 3DS.
Yeah, really it is. This and Bravely Default, Animal Crossing is a must-have.
Well, I think that with a 3DS, you're either, no offense, you're either a kid, or you are a hardcore Nintendo fan. Because... Or
just a hardcore gamer.
Or a gamer.
I mean, not necessarily just a strict, Nintendo fan. Because, I mean, the games that are on there are fantastic. Yeah, most of the good ones are Nintendo games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But, I mean...
because the system is so different compared to everything else, they have to make... Whenever they make a game for anyone, it has to be a special iteration of it, because they can't port like they do with everything else. Period. Which that's
and there's nothing wrong
cool,
with that.
and it's also a weakness, because then that costs more money for anyone to make a game for it.
It costs way less money to make a game for that than anything else. So, I mean, the barrier...
It costs less to make a game for Android, but
well.
Yes, Android is a platform that's performing against it. It is,
but it's really not. In the metrics,
Apple,
in the numbers.
You're not going to say Apple is the same thing.
No,
because
what the numbers,
Nintendo themselves said our biggest competition is Nintendo.
I know.
Apple.
Yeah, and that's because people are stupid.
Nintendo said that. You're calling Nintendo stupid.
No, but the reason that they are competition is because people are stupid. Most of those games are not games. They are click stuff.
I'm clicking this cookie. I am clicking this cookie. I am clicking this cookie.
They're not games. Air quotes.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, there are games.
There are certainly games.
But
Infinity
most of them
Blade,
are not.
Trials Frontier, Those are games.
Re-releases
through
of
and through.
the Game Boy Advance and DS games, like Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
what was it, 3 and
like
4.
there are definitely games on the platform, but the stuff that is causing it to be a competitor are typically not actual games that you would typically say, "Oh man, I can't wait to go purchase that and play it."
And that's really a detriment to the 3DS, I think, because basically it's just a bunch of mini games for your phone. But the 3DS is a gaming console, so you expect more than a mini game. Maybe a collection of mini games that's good, like a WarioWare kind of game.
Yeah.
But you're not going to expect to shell out money to download a game like that because you're like, well, I already have my phone. So
and that's where the problem is,
Right.
because like people have got this idea now that, oh well, games can be free or 99 cents. Why would I pay $35 for a portable game? Because I'm Joe Consumer, and 99 cents is all that a game is actually worth because it takes no time to make them, obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously,
sure.
I could do this and just type codes into Word documents.
Well, there was...
And then, with the Word document code that I've created, I could upload that to the Apple Marketplace or to the Android thing, Google, with playing, and then the buttons...
Not an Android user.
The buttons would be pressed, and people would download successfully my game, and then with the game downloaded successfully, they would play and enjoy it.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. That was.
I'm going to say, though,
Do you like
the,
my Joe Consumer voice?
It makes me want to kill myself like most consumers do. But the fun fact is that... what is it? There was that thing where, like, these really good game programmers had to make a game in 24 hours for charity or whatever.
And
remember that?
Every time, yeah, like the game jams. Like,
Yep.
every time they do that, the end result is way more entertaining than 99.9% of the garbage on any app marketplace. Like,
Yes. Well, they're really good, whoever does it.
but, like, even if they're not good games, they're more entertaining than the drivel that is populating these things. Like, I have tons of stuff on my phone, but, the ones that stand out as being decent or entertaining are ones that I have paid for, or are ones that are made by companies that make actual games for other systems. Like, Injustice, for example. That's a free game, but it's entertaining because it's made by people that make the game on other platforms. And it connects with the other game. There's a synergy between it and the console version. But, like, stuff like... I don't know. Just stuff like Farmville. It's on my phone.
No.
It's not a good game. I
right.
tap the icon every once in a while and play it.
Here's
not a game, though.
Here's the games I have that I think are actually good games. Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, good one.
Chaos Rings.
Yeah.
Both Square Enix. The Dead Trigger games are fun. Marqees, have you started into that yet?
What?
Dead Trigger.
Yes,
Not bad.
Dead Trigger 2.
Minecraft Pocket
Yep.
Edition is actually
Yep.
really fun.
It's $6, though.
Yeah, it's $6.
It's $6.
Oh, $6.
It's $6.
I bought Z. I don't know if you guys ever played the old school Z real-time strategy game from back in the day.
I know what you're talking
Amazing. I love it. They remade it. It was like 99 cents. So, okay. And then, of course, I've got the Humble Bundle beta on here. And then Sonic Dash is actually really good.
about. Sonic Dash is not bad.
Well, it's basically just like the other Temple Run games, rip-offs, runner games.
Yeah,
but
except it's a character that makes sense.
Yep.
It's not garbage. The graphics are nice. It is a nice-looking game. People spent time making this.
Oh, yeah, a lot
Instead
of time.
of just some programmer cranking out turd graphics that look like muddy bricks, and then, I'll make these gorilla things that aren't gorillas and they'll chase you and they just look dumb. But I spent like 5 minutes on the design of this game because the point is just to make money.
This is the most hate on gaming I've heard from Eli,
I know.
think, forever.
I know.
Really.
I think you hit on a vein with this.
I think, Eli, you're done for the night.
It does. It does just make me sad though that like gaming, like portable gaming at least, has been cheapened to this point where like people can just sit there and nibble on all these little bits of crap.
Yes.
And then like they think that they don't have to, like they shouldn't have to pay for something that's actually good.
Yeah, I bought the
because they can get a ton of crap for free.
I bought the
but if they want a slice of cake, they don't want to pay $35 for it.
There's an Avengers game that's actually pretty good, but it's just one of those like Infinity Blade ripoffs.
Yeah.
You know, swipe, you know, and you're the Hulk, and you can get like cool outfits.
Oh, the one, the front end one, I forget the name of that one. I think
you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
about. Yeah, I saw that in NYCC last year.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. But yeah, so all right, Eli, that's what you've been up to.
That's what I've been up to.
And hating on pocket games, you know.
You got me started.
I know, I did. Start me up. See, I tried to not do it on key and the right way because then we won't get sued. Going next across from him will be Eli. I just said your name.
Yeah, you did. That's not me.
It's been a day.
Sorry.
That's not me.
I swear I'm not high, but today has left its mark on me. But that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
has it left its Marqees on you though?
Marqees, what have you been up to?
All right. So here's what I've been doing. I've read Amazing Spider-Man #1. A nice, as you guys,
I see that there.
You can't see it, but I'm showing the boys on my digital.
Spider-Man.
I don't like that cover art.
What's who's the artist?
Humberto Ramos.
I like his art.
I like Ramos's art.
I don't really like that.
What was the last thing he did? Was it Avengers? One of the Avengers, or was it?
He looks like Marvel superheroes.
He's one of the Spider-Man. He's one of Dan Slott's go-to Spider-Man guys.
It looks a little bit like Superhero Squad.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
But
no.
Yeah, it was a good reintroduction to Peter Parker. It tells the story. You know, we go over a brief glimpse of the origin story, but you see what happens to the spider. Apparently, the spider that made Peter Parker Spider-Man bit someone else.
What?
So we're gonna get a new spider character eventually. We don't know if she'll be villain or good. We see him.
Didn't
what?
He kill that spider though?
And I think he thought he killed it, but he didn't.
Okay, that's pretty loose premise.
Yeah, it's part of the whole big original sin deal. So
that's pretty weird.
You know, he tells.
They could have just said it was a different spider. I mean,
no. Well, like,
why did it have to be the same spider? It could have just been a different spider.
Yeah. See, it was in his hand. He thought he killed it. He dropped it.
Lucky to be alive, huh?
And then it bit someone else.
And then they killed it. They actually killed it because it looks dead.
Okay, so that's the official. It's dead at that point.
Yeah.
Was that a girl or a guy?
A girl.
It's definitely a girl because it's wearing an ankle bracelet and slip-on shoes.
I can't see that. This
not to be that was very
very
sexist of me, and I apologize.
Who do you think you are, Andrew Garfield?
It could have very easily been a guy wearing slip-on shoes and an ankle bracelet.
Did you see that press conference with Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield?
Mm.
No. What was it? Is something about? So does Spider-Man make his own outfits or costumes? And Andrew Garfield's like, yeah, he actually learned how to do sewing so he could make his own costumes, which is kind of effeminate, but whatever.
So is it
feminine, but whatever. And then Emma Stone, his girlfriend of a couple years now, just calls him out like, really, and just rips him a new one from there. And I was like,
maybe she'll dump him.
No.
We don't have a chance with her.
He's got that on lock, kids. He's got that on lock.
Well, he sucks.
He's got that on lock.
Is he Portuguese? He looks Portuguese.
It's the British accent. It's the British.
No, he's just got big hair.
Oh, he's British? Yeah, that's what it is.
It's the British accent. Chicks love the accent.
Well, yeah, Jennifer Lawrence broke up with what's-his-face, Beast from X-Men.
Frasier?
No. First Class. The one she was in.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, from About a Boy.
Yeah.
But, funny looking dude that was in Jack and the Giant Slayer.
I know.
And he, Jack the Giant Slayer, they got back together. And it's like, yeah, British accent.
British accent. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, and then, it's a pretty good episode. Peter Parker decides, that he's going to separate his life from Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Like Peter, Parker Industries isn't going to make Spider-Man tech anymore, so he's destroying all the cool spider suits. I'm talking like the cool armor, the cool Sinister Six suit he built, the Sinister Six.
What?
The one that the stealth suit, the Future Foundation suit, all that's going to get destroyed. It's like dozens of suits out there, and so
he starked it up a little.
He did stark it up a little bit. Well, at his time with Horizon, he did stark it up.
Dude, seriously?
Yeah, but so he's going back to Spider-Man basics, saving people. It's just now he's got he's not like he's dealing with, like, last time he was like, oh, my life sucks, I'm going to waddle in self-pity. This time, like, my life sucks, but I'm going to deal with it and like a man, and
like Doc Ock did.
Yeah, and take care of business.
Superior Spider-Man.
There was some way cool backstory issues. The minis, one about Black Cat, one about Electro, one about Kane. He went to go check on Kane. So those are cool. There's cool stories. It was a good issue. Dan Slott came back in super form and just killed it again. It's like you never miss a step from superior to amazing. Then I read, I think it was Avengers 29. And Bruce Banner calls out Tony Stark about the Illuminati. And when he finds out that the Illuminati, it's a point where he's got a suitcase full of tranquilizers. And when he goes, did you reform the Illuminati? He's like, yeah. He starts taking tranquilizers because he doesn't want to Hulk out on Tony Stark. So he's just taking tranquilizers, and he's just drugging himself up. And he's drugging himself up because he doesn't want to kill him. And then at the end, it's like, but then Tony Stark's like, well, what are you gonna do? You're the world breaker. We're trying to save the world. And so eventually, we get that our boy Bruce Banner, the Illuminati shipped off to a different planet because he was too powerful, has joined the Illuminati itself. So, yeah, good times.
Become the thing you hate, Bruce. Become it.
No, well, dude, the Illuminati is
there seriously a character in here that controls fabrics and threads?
Yeah. It's D-list characters.
That is dumb.
Really?
D-list characters.
Calendar Man
is fantastic.
Don't care.
Because he is weird, and you don't know what the heck is up with that dude.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
And he just reveals little things by telling you stories about
I go play Arkham City every holiday just to get the story from Calendar Man.
That is a good character.
That is a good character. They wrote him well in this.
Yeah. That is an interesting character.
Yeah, but you think the Illuminati's got what? Reed, now you got Reed Richards, Tony Stark, T'Challa, Hank McCoy. And Bruce Banner. You got like 5 of the 8 smartest people on the planet in one room. Stuff's gonna get done. But okay, I watched Arrow this week, which for the most part was a good episode. Save Laurel. She drives me nuts.
But she was kind of critical. Watch for spoilers because of this guy.
Yeah.
You know the big thing.
Yeah, don't spoil it. I'm going to watch it eventually. Whoa, why is Spider-Man 2099 in this book?
Because he's trapped in our time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, he's trapped in our time.
I like Spider-Man 2099.
A lot of people did, and that's why he's trapped in our time.
Yeah, they trapped him in our time.
Is this all one book?
Yes.
How big was this book? Is it like an inch thick?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's like $40?
Yeah, it was only $5. Or $6. Well, $6. $5.99.
Jeez.
And I also got a full issue of Inhuman #1.
Special bonus book.
Yeah.
She was
annoying.
Necessary. She was necessary though.
Annoying.
Because
she's Lana. She's become Lana from Smallville.
Okay, she is so much better than Lana.
2 seasons and she's Lana. Lana at least gave us 4 seasons. 2 seasons and she's completely like
no, she's like, don't give up. She's giving a pep talk.
Please, I love you, Ollie.
Oh, she didn't say
that's
she loved
what you hear when she speaks.
I don't hear that anymore.
This art is really good.
She doesn't talk like that.
Who draws Inhuman because it is stellar.
I forget who draws Inhuman.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
that is good stuff. The human that whole issue is really good. I think Soul is writing that right now. It's really good.
Look at the color palette on this.
that's helping our listeners a lot there, Eli. Let's
Yeah.
harp on this some more so they can get into it.
I mean, it's good.
But again, anyway, then I watched Shield.
Shield is great.
Shield was awesome, dude. Deathlock is on point. He is like my new favorite character. Mike Peterson showed up in the scene and he took command. Yeah, I know.
Is it Joe Madureira doing the art for the whole book? Or
That's
cover?
that's just that cover.
Okay.
But that is an awesome.
That's
cover.
an awesome cover. But yeah, dude, he got on Ward's case. He was all over him. He was like, "I'm just following orders." So
he owned him.
he
Straight up owned him.
and this guy called him a Nazi, which is probably the greatest scene. He was like, "You Nazi."
Oh, that was awesome.
He goes, "I'm not a Nazi." "Yes, you are. It's a Shield 101. The Red Skull was part of the Nazis. You're a Nazi." She's like, "You don't understand. It's different now." I was like, "No, you're a Nazi."
So what
It's
you're
not
saying is
different,
you're a
it's the
group.
same.
You're from a group that started off with the Nazis. You call yourself the same name as that group. Yeah, you're a Nazi. You work for Nazis. I don't.
Yeah. But it's some stuff. You find out there's some big spoilers. I can't say for Eli because he isn't here. But some big spoilers involving what happened with Coulson. You finally find out what went down with Coulson from the Avengers into the Avengers to Agents of Shield to now. So that's a big reveal. And how he took it was amazing. It was awesome, and Clark Gregg is killing. He's killing it, and a lot of the people are also getting involved. The kid who plays Fitz, I forget his name. He's really coming along, and he's really driving the Fitz character.
Simmons is awesome.
Yeah, Trip. I love Trip now. Trip's my new favorite. He's my new favorite dude.
Trip's awesome.
He is amazing. Plus, he's a legacy, so that's bonus. You know he's going to stick around because he's got legacy.
Well, they turned one character into a bad guy, so they're like, well, we got to fill that gap with another. Field agent.
And he's cool. May came back. She knew she was coming back. But there was a cool scene with her, and it was some good stuff. Oh yeah, and Kobe's mother was it was Maria Hill, and she was there, and Adrian Pastor was his name from Heroes. He played he was he was the flying brother of Petrelli. He was Nathan Petrelli, and he plays Colonel Glenn Talbot from Hulk fame. And he's a total military jerk.
He's a jerk face.
And then Maria Hill handed off a Fury base for him, which was dumb. But I'm pretty sure things were taken care of before. But it was as an exchange program to get Coulson off. She would hand over a Fury installation.
Now, you want to divulge to him where Maria Hill's going now, where she's going to be working now?
Yeah, Maria Hill now she's working at Stark. She's at Stark. She's working for Tony Stark.
Weird.
I think she's not doing security, but she's doing.
It's a global security initiative.
She's global security.
Yeah.
And as Happy Hogan's still head of Stark International day-to-day security at the building, she's head of Stark Global. Which,
you know what this is sounding like to me?
It sounds like the Disassembled run a little bit.
Well, I was thinking of what was it when Stark was technically head of S.H.I.E.L.D. Remember, was it Iron Man, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever, that arc? It kind of it's feeling like that with Stark Disassembled, like they're meshing it all together.
Yeah, they're meshing. I would love to hear that. I would love to hear that. Like Fury has a tri-carrier somewhere, like in like another heli. Like he has like Tony had another one just formed, just like a secret helicarrier. Like, look, we knew stuff was gonna go down just in case. And now that S.H.I.E.L.D.'s private sector. No.
Well, is it?
Well, he said they went private sector.
Well, that was Phil was saying. What are we supposed to do? Go private sector?
Talbot said that
they're on their own. That's
Talbot said that the superiors went to private sector. So Fury went private sector.
Yeah.
So which he's fine with because then whatever. But that was good. My sister and I we watched a little bit of the 100. I watched the end of the Tomorrow People. I'm sad to hear that Almost Human got canceled.
Rage.
I was sad to hear about that because that was a great show. And then I watched this. I think that was pretty much it. I watched some. I didn't watch Community, but what I was watching. I watched a little bit of The New Girl. That was a new episode. But that's pretty much it. So,
nice.
I know.
New Girl is interesting. Although, did you like the whole thing with? Oh crap! I forgot his name.
Which one?
The guy that replaced Damon Wayans Jr.
Winston.
Yes, Winston. I was like,
I love Winston.
Clarence.
I love the Winston. I'm preferring Winston over Coach.
Well, I like the story arc they had for Winston, where he was getting chased by all the middle school girls. Like, what did they say? Like, that mustache is so cool. They're just chasing him around. And he's like, I don't.
And when he's trying to become a cop, and it's funny.
He was saying, "Oh, don't bring the heat. Don't bring the heat." And then Coach comes up and is like, Winston, put away that heat. it just worked out.
Yeah,
I thought.
I mean, Coach is a good character to have. He brings another dynamic to the table. They're gonna have to either someone's gonna have to move out or move into the building and move back into the apartment next door and give them space. Because with Jess and Nick being broken up now, it's the awkward space.
I thought there were only 3 rooms.
Yeah, but apparently Smith's still living in the apartment. Or he was like sleeping in the apartment still for some stupid reason.
Well, no, he's in the apartment because he had that other apartment, but he's now renting that out to pay for the storefront he bought for Jess's sister because he fell in love with Jess's sister and she is crazy. Mm-hmm. Now, she was played by Linda... I can't remember her last name. Cagliano or Castriano or Caglantini. I don't know. Cardellini. Yeah, she was Velma in the Scooby-Doo movies, the real person ones. And she was in Grandma's Boy, and she was on ER. And she's a great actress, but man, she was dark on that show.
Yeah, she was pretty. So, Mo Nathan, what have you been doing?
Well, did I tell you guys I beat Rise already? Son of Rome.
Nice, finally.
Yeah, it took you like a year and a halhalf.
The game's only been out since
I'm just being exaggerative. Just shut your face and continue.
So yeah, it was decent. You have a final battle with one of the barbarians, and then I'll just spoil it because I don't think you guys really care too much about the plot of that game. You have a final battle with. It's a quick time event battle with the Emperor's guards, and then the thing is you have to time it perfectly because the whole point of this game is timing. It's basically a system very similar to Arkham, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, the Arkham games, and it's about you fighting people hand to hand. Well, not hand to hand, but sword and shield, and you'll have guys come at you. You attack one guy, block another, attack another guy, block another.
Oh, kind of like the Arkham, the free flow combat system from Arkham. Okay, where you got to be able to counter at a moment's notice, but you can't button mash your strikes because you never know when someone's doing an attack, and you got to be able to switch to counter.
And well, if you play on the easier, they'll let you get away with the button mashing, which I did. I just got bored with the game. I was like, this is boring. But then I got back into it. And I'm like, blood, I want blood, and there's fatalities in the game. If you get a guy, near to a certain point in health, and he's got a little skull over his head, you press the right trigger, and then you can.
And then you go to slicey mode.
You do a stop motion. What the heck? Quick time event where you're just cutting him up or stabbing or curb stomping him, whatever. And I enjoy the violence, but the thing is, when you do those, you have the option of getting 4 different bonuses. 1 of 4. Health, XP, increase in XP, increase in damage afterwards. Like, it basically gives you a power-up for damage. what was the other one? Focus. Focus is where you go into the slicey mode, where you press that and your dude moves faster than everyone else. It's kind of like a bullet time thing.
Yeah.
The idea being you just run up to a guy and go, and then, they die. Because there's actually characters in the game that aren't just your random thugs. There's basically giant brutes, guys with shields, that are a little harder to kill. And of course you have boss characters, which actually were just like your typical boss characters. The thing about this game though is you could feel that this game was originally going to be a very complex Kinect game. And then they said, screw that, we're going to make it just a regular controller based game. Gameplay, put on normal, you can get through it in about 6 hours. Graphically amazing. Now here's the problem. Every now and then the game would freeze. I learned how to turn off a game without shutting off the Xbox One. It's pretty cool. I also have been doing a lot of snapping with it because I like to put my Netflix or my Hulu Plus on while I'm playing my games. Speaking of which, been watching at the ending. They just say, you kill the Roman guards, you do the quick time events well enough that you actually have the health bonus multiplier thingy on, and your health just keeps going up, so that when you get to the final part, you take damage regardless. I didn't have enough health, and I took damage, and I died, and had to do it all over again. I figured it out really quickly, like, oh hey, I need health. So you kill everyone, it's pretty cool looking, and then it just looks like a movie. They take the Eagle and Gladiator and combine it and add some extra stuff, and it's a movie. King Arthur. Bruckheimer's King Arthur.
Okay.
With Clive Owen. All that in a movie. One big quick time event. So anyways, you take the Emperor, and you're about to stab him, and he's like, wait, You said that I would die by my own sword. And then the dude just tackles the Emperor off of a ledge, and the Emperor is impaled on a statue of him with a sword. And the sword goes through him. It's kind of cool. Blood everywhere. A lot of blood in this game. Let's see, going on. The 100, I loved it. I think that show is great. I want it to be around. The Tomorrow People, I have some complaints about it, and they killed off one of the main. Well, not one of the main. They killed off a character this week that I really enjoyed, played by. Well, are you caught up to the?
I'm pretty much who they killed off. I didn't get to see. I was watching the end of this week's episode where they caught the father.
Actually, I haven't even finished up that episode.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
No, it's fine because I'm gonna ruin this. Alexa Vega's dead.
Oh, okay. I figured she was only a guest star anyway.
Yeah, she was on for 8 episodes or something. To think that she was the little girl on Spy Kids, and now she's A, in amazing shape. She's a bombshell. B, I thought she brought it as an actress. You know what I mean? She just kept up her craft, and she knows what she's doing. All right, I want to see her in more stuff.
She spent years surrounded by some of the greatest actors in the entire universe.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
it
rubs off. If you're an actor and you study your craft, you're gonna take from Antonio Banderas. You're gonna take from having George Clooney there. You're gonna take from having Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. Helping guiding you. You're gonna absorb all that information, and you're gonna.
It's like any kind of creative thing. Like when you surround yourself with other creative people, stuff wears off on you.
Exactly, and she was around a ton of creative people. A ton.
And I'm just saying I want to see her have her own thing now. Not like a terrible sitcom like James Van Der Beek, but or Cat Dennings.
Hey, Van Der Beek made a comeback already.
He did,
so you can't fault the Van Der Beek.
I love Don't Trust the Bee.
Just think. We're referring to him as James Van Der Beek, not Dawson Leary.
I know.
So that changes everything. Because we used to be, hey, that's Dawson.
But that's
all I still think of. I'm just that's Dawson's Creek guy, right?
He was great in Don't Trust the Bee and Apartment 23. And he's now in this new show, which is Friends with Better Lives. Literally has friends in the title.
Yeah.
It makes you think of Friends with Benefits. And then the idea is they're all really pretty people that are rich, that have better lives than you.
It's CBS. Come on now.
I'm like, this is lazy.
They have the same show with what's it called? Oh yeah, that's right. Big Bang Theory. Oh, they're a bunch of smart guys and they're nerdy and they all live together and they've got the fat paychecks and they can buy whatever they want. They can buy. Yeah. Anyway,
we don't know how to write creatively. Oh yeah, two broke girls.
Hey.
Yeah, they're really poor. They're really broke. Oh hey, they keep stumbling upon money
maybe
somehow.
just in their comedy shows. The Good Wife is written fantastically.
That's on Sunday?
And I love Criminal Minds.
Okay.
And I love Criminal Minds.
Okay, Criminal Minds, they even like, but, what was it? The Good Wife had its run during the week, and then they're like, yeah, we're going to move you to the weekend.
And it's still hanging strong, though.
It is, because it's fantastic.
They expected it to die off, though. That was the thing. That was the point. I'm just telling you, that's the point.
Yeah.
They're like, well...
We'll put it after The Amazing Race.
It'll either die off or it'll last, and we'll keep it around because it's doing something.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And, yeah.
It's CBS, though. Come on, they've got NCIS has been...
Yeah, it's been there forever.
It's been forever.
Yeah.
They're making a third NCIS now.
Yeah, did you know
aren't there still new episodes of CSI also?
Yes.
Yeah. But the other ones all got canceled.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new...
regular CSI is still kicking.
It's like 14 years old. The new NCIS starts... I think this fall. It's New Orleans, and the Gibbs-like character, the leader, is Scott Bakula.
Okay,
I can dig with
because it's the Bakula. He had a run on that show with it's girls, but it's all gay dudes on HBO. I can't remember what it's called. I don't care. Well, it's just everyone's like, I read the reviews and like, this is boring, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to watch this, and also, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
But it's got Scott Bakula in it, so he's like, I played a controversial character on an HBO show. Blah, 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 blah. Here's your CBS show. Anyways,
and yeah, they'll take that CBS money in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
that CBS money talk.
They're winning, dude. They're like, we know what people want.
We want what
know
what old people want.
And I really do dig the Tomorrow People for what it is at its base. It's like an X-Men kind of thing. I enjoy it better than the show Mutant X, which is like 10 years old.
I love Mutant X.
I
watch Mutant X religiously on Saturdays.
That show is
and
weird.
Team Knight Rider. Don't get me started. I used to love Team Knight Rider.
I like Team Knight Rider a little bit better than Mutant X, because Mutant X is just so out there, and really all they should do is like, hey, we need to make an X-Men show. Yeah, but we can't do that. Can we use anything? We can use mutants, the word mutant, and the concept. But otherwise, it's got to be a parallel reality. Come on!
It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. But again, I prefer Team Knight Rider. That show left me on a cliffhanger. They found Michael Knight.
Always will.
I was like, oh my goodness, Michael Knight, Kit. They found the OG Kit, and then Team Knight Rider's canceled. What? You can't leave me on a cliffhanger like this. They were gonna bring in the Hoff.
Yeah.
I mean, it was gonna get crazy, and I'm like, yeah, they had cool.
Cancel it.
My favorite
done.
I still remember my favorite car was the Attack Beast, was the black pickup truck.
When I get back here on Monday, this show better not be around still.
That's what happens. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens when you get those shows like that. But
yeah, and someone did the same thing to G4. Oh!
When I get back here on Monday,
that was Olivia
this network
Munn.
better be Esquire.
That was Olivia Munn.
It's funny.
I blame her.
I didn't know that she was dating the guy that was RoboCop in the new RoboCop movie, Joel Kinnaman.
Who isn't she dating?
They dated for 2 years, so I'm like, really? All right. Because I thought she was just hitting it with everyone. No offense to her, because she was dating Chris Pine for a while, then went on to like
Stole
5
his
other
career.
guys. Hey, his career's all right.
No, his career is Captain Kirk.
You know what though? It's because
at least
there are a lot of people whose careers have been Captain Kirk, and they have done very well.
It's because the Jack Ryan movie didn't take off. Anyways,
actually, there's one other guy who was Captain Kirk.
Yeah, his career did okay. I also beat, get this, Dead Rising 3. Finally was able to do it.
Oh, did you? So you don't need me anymore.
I don't need you anymore. I've already beaten the first Untold Story. If you want help, I can help you with it. Because my dude's like level 37 now.
I think I'm just like 32. I'm
just
that far behind.
crushing. And, but you didn't grind as much as I did.
Yeah,
And I'm still... I know there's a better way to get XP. Like, you really need to build up those
I almost played it the other day, and then I played Forza instead.
Yeah,
That was Forza.
I like Dead Rising 3, and I like to play it when I don't need to think a whole lot. So what I do is I put on like Netflix and the little extra thing, and then snap it,
Yeah.
and then do the other. I am looking forward to getting the WWE Network.
See, I don't like using the snap thing because it makes my actual game screen smaller.
That's
than
because
it
you're
already
using
is.
like a 22-inch TV.
Yeah, 26.
26. I'm using 47.
It's a 26-inch, sir.
Yeah. You can buy a 60-inch TV now that has, passive 3D.
3D and
If you
crazy
have-
stuff for like $1,000
Yeah.
less than I paid for mine.
If you have DirecTV or Dish Network, you want to pick up the WWE Network because they're not going to carry pay-per-views anymore.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
They're like, we're done. We're done.
So,
That's hilarious.
so more money for Vince.
Yeah.
I just, what else? No, I forgot. Dang it, Marquise, you broke my train.
Sorry.
No, I beat Dead Rising 3, and the ending is good. If you get the S ending, it's actually really interesting, and I think they may be kind of like getting to a point with Dead Rising where they can say, all right, now we're at like a stabilized area. There's not going to be an apocalypse like in the Resident Evil movies. We've kind of, contained it, but stuff can still happen. And I beat the first Untold Story.
After this game, if things are happening that do not involve Frank West, I don't think I'm interested anymore.
They definitely reference old characters
Yeah.
in this. And you have to...
But I think after this one,
Oh, no, it's just all bugs.
after this one, if I'm not Frank West in the next game as the main character
You don't care.
again, I don't care.
Well, I mean, it's been 5 years.
Because, I mean, really,
in
he's
the
the
game.
only good character they've ever had.
I like Chuck Green. He's all right. Nick Ramos, I thought he was
Nick
okay.
Ramos is... ugh. He's boring.
He's not as boring as Chuck
I
was.
started playing Dead Rising 2. I only just got out now, and I stopped playing. And I have it for free. It's
But it's hard to play that game these days, especially with
The
all
first
the
one was still the
improvements.
best one. Like,
No, I really like the third one.
the
a
first
lot.
one is still the best one.
I didn't buy any DLC. I didn't buy Off the Record. I have bought all the DLC for this game,
Yeah.
and I am happy, and I've enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
it's because they do so much. They've improved everything so much. I still need to do some good co-op.
I think
though.
they've also lost focus a bit.
Well, it's a different team than who did the
I
first
know.
one, so
I know.
it's
And I
Blue
like that
Castle.
team way better.
yeah, it's not Capcom. Thank God.
I know.
Yeah,
I like
Capcom-
Capcom way better.
Capcom needs work. They need to restructure.
I feel like they paid a lot of love to this. Anyways,
Oh, that's what I tried to play a little of. Was that's what I was trying to think of and couldn't think of it. Dragon's Dogma.
oh yeah,
Dark
you saw you
Arisen.
mentioned that. Yeah,
I was playing that on because I got it free from PlayStation Plus like a month or two ago and just never installed it because it's 12 gigs and I had to delete a ton of crap off my PS3 to put it on there. And it took a full day to download and install. It took forever.
Dude.
Forever. Because
That sucks.
PlayStation Network is slow. Forever.
so
But that game,
anyways, Marquees, let's hit up the top 10.
oh yeah, do the top 10 while I
Yeah.
load up numbers and games.
Super. The other woman came in number 1 with $24.7 million.
Come on, America, come on,
Okay. Number 2 was, of course, Captain America: The Winter Soldier
come on.
with $16.2 million. It's of course made its money back already. It's made $225 million.
Oh, bam.
I think that's domestically.
Oh, bam.
Heaven is for Real was number 3 with $14.3 million. That made the money back in spades with a $12 million budget. Made $52 million. So that's
$12 million
impressive.
budget.
Number 4 was Rio 2 with $13.8 million. Number 5 was Brick Mansions. That's Paul Walker's, the late Paul Walker's movie. The remake of District 13, B13.
Yeah, as I say, basically.
That was $9.5 million. Number 6 was the Johnny Depp flop Transcendence with $4.2 million. Number 7 was The Quiet Ones with $3.8 million.
Oh.
You watch that?
I did. Go ahead.
Number 8 was The Bears with $3.7 million. Number 9 was Divergent with $3.6 million. And number 10 was A Haunted House 2 with $3.2 million. Which, get ready, we'll probably get a sequel because...
It made its money back.
Oh,
and then some.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't cost money to make poop jokes.
Jokes. Yeah.
Okay, so The Quiet Ones. It's British. It doesn't do all the usual tropes, but it does most of them. It's PG-13, yet still had a little bit of nudity. And it was okay. Would I recommend going to see it in theaters? No. I would rent it or wait for it to be on Netflix.
Well, good.
That is my micro review of that movie. Also, Demons.
That's all the movies you need to watch. Demons and people trying to eat your soul.
Well, I almost watched The Devil's Due, and I was like, I don't want to pay for this.
I don't want to pay for this. Games.
Releases! New!
Today on the eShop, Nintendo 3DS eShop that is, Mega Man Extreme. I just saw this now, and I'm going to have to check it out, because I don't know what it is. Mario Golf World Tour and Kirby Triple Deluxe come out tomorrow. Next week, we have the God of War Collection, which bundles God of War 1 and God of War 2, is actually going to be coming to the Vita. So that's pretty interesting. God of War 1 and 2, originally PS2 games, being re-released on the Vita. That's pretty good. Those would make for good portables. MLB 14 The Show comes out on the 6th. That's, as always, PlayStation exclusive. It's only coming out on PS4, so if you have a PS3...
Really?
Yeah, it's only coming out on PS4.
It's kind of harsh, but okay.
I mean, that's how they roll, man. They always want the best and greatest technology that's available to them, so, I mean, it's a heck of a game. It looks good. Hakuoki Stories of the Shinsengumi is coming out for PS3. Stick It to the Man comes out for PS4. It's a downloadable title. Sports Friends comes out on PlayStation 3 Network and PS4. I don't know what that is, but it looks quirky, so I might have to check that out. The Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy adventure, comes out on the 7th for PC. Age of Mythology Extended Edition on the 8th for the PC. The Denpa Men 3, The Rise of Digital, comes out on the 3DS eShop on the 8th. And Grinzia comes out on the 8th also for 3DS eShop. I don't know what that is. Denpa Men is a pretty decent, well, it's not really it's kind of a roguelike, a little bit.
I don't even know what roguelike is.
It's that kind of RPG where, you move one tile, your enemies move one tile, you move a tile, your enemy moves one tile, then he's next to you, then you can attack him.
You mean turn-based?
It's turn-based, but they call it, it's kind of roguelike, I guess.
That's stupid.
Is more descriptor.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
It is kind of annoying, but these are pretty decent games.
It's more roguelike.
They're pretty decent games,
You mean
so...
turn-based?
No.
It's turn-based.
No, it's
you
not.
only move
It's
one
not,
square.
though. There are other things that make it that. But yeah, that's, there's not a ton of stuff coming out next week. Tomorrow's pretty good, though. Mario Golf, I played the demo. It's pretty killer.
Mario Golf.
And they're gonna have three whole new courses downloadable, or 3 or 4, and you get them for $15 if you buy the season pass or something. And a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, season pass! So I have to pay $30 for a game, and then I have to pay more stuff later." Yeah, that's how everybody's been doing it for the last 5 years. Shut your face.
I bought the season pass for Dead Rising 3, so I'd save $10.
Yeah.
A little upset because, once again, Capcom had it on the disc.
That is infuriating.
All 4 chapters on the disc.
That is infuriating when you are paying to unlock content that is already on your disc.
Yeah.
Because that means it was done and could have just shipped as a regular game. But some corporate guy was like, money.
Why even have it on the disc?
Money.
They could have put more...
Money.
Yep. Money, 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 money.
Oh, money.
And actually, if they put them in there beforehand, it would have been kind of interesting.
Oh, money.
Well, I tell you, the first one is Operation Falcon Down or something, Eagle Down. The whole point is
It explains why that helicopters crashed in the town, or
yeah, actually, and all the military stuff. Why the army has like a taxi place for some reason. It's like, why are they stationed here? Because the dude you play as in that DLC, after crashing from that helicopter, did a bunch of stuff and then went in there and took that over. You get some cool weapons and vehicles from the DLC packs, which is nice. But yeah,
it was on the disc.
it was on the disc. Yeah, when it says the download
No,
is $28.
No, it wasn't on the
20
disc.
megabytes.
No, that's completely wrong. It was not on the disc.
How you know?
Remember that giant patch that we had to download, that 5 gig patch? That was all the DLC.
Oh.
That was the DLC.
So that's why the actual
DLC unlock code is just a couple kilobytes or whatever. That was all part of that patch that everybody had to download so that you already automatically have the compatibility pack so that in case you want to play with somebody else that has the DLC, you can.
So you had all the DLC already.
You already had it.
It was
all.
a forced download.
Yeah. Yeah, you just already have
Is that better or worse?
Okay, I kind of zoned out. What happened now?
That's fine. There's nothing
Marquise,
wrong. I don't see anything
you can
wrong
burn.
with that. Because
right?
it's a multiplayer
You're the devil.
game.
You've got a pitchfork in your hand. You kind of does. I mean, it's an axe.
Well, a little bit.
Well, it's got
It's
three
3 points.
points. Yeah. Pitch or a... Never mind.
But, no, like, yeah. So, apologies. I completely forgot that there was a 5 gig download. And that was the DLC. That was the whole point of that download. It was a patch plus DLC.
I tried to show some games to a cousin, and I had to download 12 patches, so I don't even know what you're talking about at this point.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't played in
You're
like
just
a
in
month.
a patch whirlwind.
Because I had been playing Saints Row 4 and
Yeah.
beat that, which was awesome.
I still need to finish South Park. I didn't finish it yet.
Tonight we'll be watching Amazing Spider-Man 2. Marquise will be seeing it here soon.
Sometime soon, yeah.
Sometime soon. Eli, did you watch The Winter Soldier yet?
Nope.
You fail as a human.
One of these days.
It's really good.
One of these days it'll come out on Blu-ray.
I have a feeling it's going to be better than this. It is better than what this will be, I should say.
I don't know. I think this is going to be pretty fantastic.
No, it'd be amazing.
For real.
I'm worried about the overcrowding of the villains.
I don't know what you're talking about. They just added 12.
Yeah, they only added 12. I mean, it's not like they added 13.
So I mean,
It's the Sinister Dirty Dozen.
So I mean, I'm concerned about that.
The Sinister Baker's Dozen.
I'm concerned about the next movie with Mary Jane, and then obviously after
Mary
3,
Jane is boring.
After three, Garfield said he's done, unless they write him a nice check.
That's fine because trilogies are all we ever get anyway.
But that means they're going to reboot the origin story again.
No, they need to Bond it. They need to James Bond it because I am sick of seeing Spider-Man's origin story. I barely put up with this last movie. I didn't like the origin story in the first one. Because
they did it way better in Amazing Spider-Man.
They did it better, but I didn't want to see it again. I just didn't want to see it again. Like, why are we doing this again? We just did this.
Yeah, they really should like when they reboot the universe.
Reboot?
They don't need to do the origin again. People know that he gets bit by a spider and stuff happens and his uncle dies. Like, people know that. Like, even people that don't care about comic books know that his uncle dies. Because with great power comes great responsibility. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. We don't need to see it again.
Yeah, but Hollywood
just introduce different villains. Let us fall into the world and be like, okay, in this world his powers, don't produce webbing and he actually has to have technology. We get that. Okay, that's fine. We're moving along. Set us up in that little subtle way. Don't tell us how he became Spider-Man.
That's how they did it.
Obviously, he got bitten.
Incredible Hulk. They had
He didn't even get a trilogy. He had one movie.
Well, no, I'm talking about
it and redid the origin again.
And they redid the origin, but when they did the origin again, what did they do? They just kind of did like a 90-second montage.
Yeah, they did like a montage.
It's basically a continuation of the first movie. They just knocked off certain.
They retconned.
Yeah, retcon. Like we don't know about we forget about the fight with Nick Nolte at the end of the movie. Like, that never happened.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Doesn't make sense.
I mean, so I mean,
That movie didn't make sense.
I own both of them, and I watch them both like
Ang
once in
Lee
a while.
is weird. No, I really liked the what was it? It's not Indestructible. The Incredible Hulk, right? Yeah, that was the one part of our current Marvel U.
Yeah,
I like it. I've watched it multiple times.
well, the guy who played the leader is now playing the Mole Man in the Fantastic Four movie.
Yep.
which is kind of weird.
I don't want the Fantastic Four movie to exist.
Oh, my goodness gracious! If something
I don't
could
think
just,
anybody wants it to.
if something just happened and like if that whole thing just spontaneously combust, it'd be great.
Fox is like, we're making our own universe. We have these characters.
Universe making powers activate.
Yeah,
Marvel comes along, just here. Disney comes along, here's $5 billion. Give us the rights back.
$5 billion?
$5 billion.
That's not worth $5 billion. They would probably take $500 million and be like, well, that's how much the movie would not have made. So
yeah.
And then, of course, the Star Wars
That's
movie,
how much
Star
it would
Wars movie
not
got casted this week,
Yep.
which was pretty fantastic.
Well, they finally announced the full cast, like the main characters.
Yeah.
Max von Sydow, very excited.
Awesome. And, we have the original 3, and then you have the guy that played Chewbacca.
And R2-D2
Anthony
and-
Daniels reprising his role as C-3PO.
I don't know what the heck's going to happen in this movie. I don't even care. I'm just glad it's being made, because let's be honest, if George Lucas had his way, it would never be made.
December 2015, man.
I mean, I don't know why he said there's a 7, 8, 9, and then I'll never
because
make it.
George Lucas is the money grubbing.
Ho!
He hates
Yes.
his fans.
Yeah, he does. Well, Disney.
He likes their money, but he hates his fans.
Disney was like, you know what? We're gonna get rid of all the money grubbing crap that was made. Some of it was very good. A lot of it was very good, but there's a lot of junk.
There was a fair amount of junk.
And so
There was a lot of good stuff, though, man.
So they said, guess what? Expanded universe,
Gone.
Thunk, gone.
I'm fine with that, though,
Yeah,
because
me too.
the only things I ever got into in the expanded universe were the video games.
Yeah, me too.
And while they were completely fantastic, most of them,
Oh, Jedi Knight. Oh.
yeah, Jedi Knight and Dark Forces, all that stuff.
They made this episode 7 was Jedi Academy.
Shadows of the Empire.
It could.
Shadows of the
That
Empire
would
on
be
Nintendo
amazing.
64.
Oh,
I'll be
yeah.
down for a Jedi Academy movie.
Oh yeah, that'd be. Oh man.
But yeah, I'm glad that they're moving forward with this and that they're starting filming here very soon, and that eventually we're going to start seeing leaked photos from the sets, and even just that photo of them sitting around, and you saw R2-D2 sitting in a crate back there. I was just
Awesome.
like, I was so pumped. I was like, yes, it's happening.
Yeah, but what's one of the greatest treasures to come from those movies? The set photos that popped up 20 years later. We're all like,
Yeah.
that's how they lived. That's how they hung out. Awesome. Of course, we also heard that everyone partied and did cocaine, but and slept around with each other.
Well, the Avengers is filming right now. Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
That's also filming.
I think that's going to be awesome.
It's been filming for a little bit,
Yeah,
though.
it's been filming for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Well, yeah, we've already seen Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And we've seen Hawkeye's new outfit and Cap's new outfit, and I've seen the screenshots of Tony's half of Tony's new armor and the Ultron. All looks very nice. But that's filming. That's kicking up.
Think
Again,
any,
the dreaded Fantastic Four movie is supposed to start up in the next couple weeks.
do you think any of Guardians of the Galaxy will play into it?
Yeah.
Ultron.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They've already said it's going to play into it.
Yeah, it absolutely will.
I didn't know if it was going to be one of those things where
They've got to
Thanos dips his toe in there. It took part. See, look.
Here's probably what happened. It's probably just going to set up for the Infinity Gauntlet, and then 3 will be the Infinity Gauntlet. Here's your big reboot, Infinity Gauntlet. So brand new universe at the end of the movie. Brand new Tony Stark, brand new Captain America, brand new Thor.
That'd be kind of funny though.
It'll be kind of funny.
Or they should just kill them all off and then say they will return in Heroes Reborn, the movie.
They could do
Because
that
it's
they
the
will return
90s.
in Money the Movie.
in
We got it.
Let's be honest though. What's more interesting, Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet or Onslaught killing everyone?
I don't know.
Option C.
Shut up.
Neither.
All right, so also
Onslaught was never written right. So if Onslaught was written
Option
right,
C. Batman.
also Son of Batman is coming to my house soon, either tomorrow or the next day.
It was good.
I hear good things.
I heard good things.
It was good.
We lost a great actor this week in Bob Hoskins.
Yes, we did. Bob Hoskins. Smee, Mario. What was that other thing that
The
I was...
detective from Who Framed Roger
Yeah,
Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Suddenly
Oh
can't
my
remember his
gosh.
name. I love that movie.
Yes.
Brain just went blank trying to think about it. Such a good movie.
Yeah.
Such a good... All those movies are...
A great actor. Cool guy.
I guess...
I mean, even though the Mario Brothers movie was a turd.
You know what, though? He did what he did.
He did what he did.
He brought him, and that's all we could ask.
Yeah.
He looked the part, and everyone was just hanging out and being like, "Hey, what's up? What's up? We're making money."
That's good.
Cool. Yeah. John Leguizamo was like, "Hey, this is gonna be a really big movie, guys. I'll be famous finally."
Really, really cool. I mean, because when they did Who Framed Roger Rabbit, like there wasn't a whole lot of that where you had actors interacting with things that weren't actually there, and I thought he did. He did a really good job.
Really good job. Because it was just literally him and the animated rabbit.
Yep.
And he had to play off like nothing. Yeah. So that was...
that's one of the things I love about that movie is because, like, that's before everybody was used to it or, like, everybody had already figured out, like, oh, hey...
I gotta look at this
tennis ball. I've gotta look at this tennis ball up here, and that's an eyeball, and I gotta, and there's gonna be a giant hand that comes in, and I have to, like, swat at it, and, like, now people are kind of used to that, I think. Like, actors still make a big deal out of, it's very hard while standing in...
It's very hard to pretend to be somebody.
And pretending that there's a thing there.
You mean like
acting?
acting?
Shut up, you're an actor. Like, that's what every actor does now. Like, but... back then it was still new and fresh.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah,
and you actually would hear the voice actor off screen, doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was reading something recently. It was about, I think it was actually Robert Redford. He just said, I wanted to try one of these big budget action movies out, and they asked me if I wanted to do this in The Winter Soldier, and I said, yeah, sure. And he understands. He gets it. He is like this awesome actor that doesn't have to do anything anymore because he's a Hollywood legend.
He can just take on fun projects.
He already started the Sundance Film Festival. He's the founder of that, so cool. And he doesn't have to do anything, and he still takes on new things, tries out new things. He did that movie where he was on a boat in the middle of the ocean. And the whole thing was, this is like a 70-year-old man just sailing around, having fun by himself, and, oh yeah, by the way, hurricane, hole in the boat, now he has to survive. The hole in the boat, though, do you guys, I don't know if you saw the preview for it, or the trailer, the hole in the boat came from floating crap that we've put into our ocean. It was actually one of those large containers for shipping. It was just kind of it held water,
just kind of sauntering along,
and he hit right into that, and so you see him later on. He pushes himself off that the boat off that, and then he's like. He's got a kit just for that to rebuild it, and he's putting down the mesh and painting it, and he had put some wood down. Like, this is awesome. This is so cool. And I haven't watched it because it looks crazy intense. Like, I watch horror all the time. I have trouble with movies like that. I don't know why. It's just my thing.
Because it's a real situation. Like
that could happen.
Yeah.
You on your own in the middle of the ocean in a boat, you might die.
But again, Bob Hoskins was a talented actor.
Yep.
My favorite role was watching him as Smee in Hook.
Yeah.
He killed it. Yeah. Him and Dustin Hoffman killed as Smee in Hook.
Yeah.
And to this day, I still have I get a joy out of watching that movie.
Yep.
Smee, where's my carpet? And then the carpet comes down. Yeah, just things like that.
Hook is a fantastic film.
And what just got announced today on Netflix? Hook. So everyone go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know some people listening to this were born when it came out.
I'm going to watch it.
Definitely should go watch it.
With Rufio.
Rufio.
It was a good movie. And you know what was really good? The video game for the Super Nintendo.
It was actually.
That game was awesome.
I never played the video game.
It was actually
Sony made it.
Okay.
A Sony game on Nintendo system.
Ain't that something?
That was back in the day.
They didn't have their own system.
Yeah, and they were actually partnering with Nintendo to make that thing.
Sony was one of the few places that could afford making cartridges.
Yeah. It is sad that he pass away.
But he died comfortably with friends and family, and he retired from acting. His last movie was Snow White and the Huntsman, which wasn't a bad movie. Saved Kristen Stewart.
I haven't seen that yet. Still,
it wasn't a bad movie. Minus Kristen Stewart.
I didn't realize he was in that. I need to watch it.
He's one of the dwarves.
He's one of the dwarves.
Oh no, I did. Yeah, I did know that.
Okay,
it's got a little bit of a Lord of the Rings feel, just slightly, a little bit. They were trying though. And there was another big announcement. Oh yeah, Marvel, Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes Edition was announced, coming out this fall.
I might buy Infinity just for this.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
I might buy Infinity just for this.
This is what I've been waiting for. I wanted this or Star Wars. And
Star Wars is coming.
Star Wars is going to be coming. It'll probably come out.
Announcement. They'll probably announce that at E3.
It's probably coming out next year. Or they'll have
probably coming out this fall.
Do you think that they're not going to release a separate disc for Star Wars?
No, it'll just be on this. It'll be in this. This is Infinity.
Don't
version.
Get me excited.
The way they're branding it, it says Infinity version 2.0.
Yes.
It's not like they're doing a full sequel. I think they're just releasing a new disc.
Yes.
That will accommodate you adding the extra play sets into your already existing Disney Infinity.
Yeah, but also, it's adding tower defense modes and dungeons. Yeah. Which blew my mind. So we can actually, play not just kind of like the fun games, we can play the little bit darker games. Yeah. We can go kill MODOK. As I said on Facebook, I am looking forward to being Captain Incredible and Mr. Incredible and Captain America taking on MODOK. It's going to be awesome. I love the
Agent video. Pete and Iron Man will be awesome. I'm getting the Phineas and Ferb pack because Phineas and Ferb rules. Yep. And so
I got that pack. I haven't used it yet. I finally opened all my figures and I'm ready to go because I have all of them now. So I'm ready to sit down and play.
Dude, I want to see Captain Jack and Tony Stark.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Because he's like, well, I think we need to go over here, love. And he's going to be, what's wrong with you?
He's just going to be like,
wrong with you? Why do you talk like that?
Why is the rum always gone?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
Save some for me. What?
You had rum?
Captain America, you both have a drinking problem. This is the world we made. It's an AA meeting for anyways. So I'm looking forward to that, and apparently we all are. I bet Steve would too.
Star Wars is guaranteed because when you have all the characters in the first Infinity, it unlocks a lightsaber. So
awesome.
I mean, Star Wars is happening.
It's gonna be amazing. And then just to think, just to put you what Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be.
There's potential.
There's potential now because
there's potential. They could really do if they went to a Marvel universe or if they went to a Star Wars universe.
I can see Hearts 3, giving Goofy you give Goofy Captain America's shield as one of his upgrades. Yeah, that would be amazing. You can give Donald the Eye of Amagado or something.
Yeah, and you can fit.
That'd be awesome. Donald is the Sorcerer Supreme.
you can fit any that's the thing with Star Wars. You can fit Goofy and Donald into Star Wars because there's a billion different creatures.
The lightsaber Keyblade would be insane.
Hey, who owns the video game rights to the X-Men? Who does those?
Marvel.
Activision.
No, the Activision license expired.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because they lost pretty much everything.
Because they made that stinky turd X-Men Destiny.
If what was the name of that company that made that? Silicon Knights. If they would just go back and make
if Silicon Knights weren't a bunch of crybabies.
Dude.
Wait, did I say that? I did.
Yeah. If they would just go back and
if Silicon Knights hadn't spent so much time worrying about, we can't use the Unreal Engine, they won't help us. If they hadn't done all that, they might have been a better company.
You don't hear any other company ever complain about that.
No one else in the world ever complains about Unreal because they do help you, they do support you, and their tools are the most flexible.
You know what it could be? They just screwed up and wanted to blame someone.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Two Humans sucked and we're never finishing that series. We're going to blame somebody else.
Yep.
They wouldn't support us with the
But Marvel said that we're not going to get an Avengers game.
We get sidetracked so easy.
Yeah. They're going to get an Avengers game
when just so much stuff.
When the time is right and when there's a studio who cares enough about the franchise to make it a good game.
All you have to do, just the simple... Look at Saints Row 4, and then you can make a game using that technology and those
Well,
concepts.
that's the build upon it, but you still got to worry about the story, and you guys still got the open worldness. I mean, because it's going to be
Lego
bigger.
Marvel.
That's who you need to look at.
That's what you look at. You look at
Boom.
Lego Marvel, but you make it. You don't make it like the E for Everyone Kid Fest.
Telltame's they made a super good, like, their world is, that New York, that Manhattan is huge.
Yeah, and the
I'll get it
helicarrier
one
is
day.
way up there in the sky. And
I mean, you literally have to fly up there. It takes you like 2 minutes to fly all the way up there. With Iron Man going full speed, it takes you
It takes
2
a while.
minutes.
It's a good game.
it is.
All right, guys, welcome to the finale.
It's the finale.
The final finale. It's not the final finale.
I was scared. Boy.
It's just
There
this
was
week's
some pain.
Put it down,
It's
It's just
Marqees.
this week's finale. It's
Put
just
it
this week's finale. It's
down.
okay. It's okay.
There is no stand your ground law in this state yet, so
This is just-
you don't get to do that.
This is just this week's finale.
Plus, you're the one that brought the hoodie in, and you know how it turns out for African American gentlemen hoodies and stand your ground.
Now.
Ah.
Racist.
What?
That was
That was
not topical.
Yeah, that was not topical. Good job, Nate. Way to slow the podcast down.
Let's talk about something
At
from
least
last
it's the
year.
finale.
Screech it to the halt.
But anyway, do stuff.
Dude, it's Free Comic Book Day Saturday.
Oh, yeah,
Go
Free
buy
Comic Book
some
Day.
comic books. Support your local comic book store. Pick up a free copy. Buy one.
Make that your weekly do stuff.
Yeah, man.
Go see Attack on Titan and Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, and have a great weekend, folks.
Peace out.
Mario Golf.